Pass a bowl of water around, and you dip this object in the spatula in the in the water, and then purify your thoughts, your words, and your heart. And at the same time, I'm gonna just go ahead and do this. At the same time that's going around, just to speed things up a little bit, I'm going to.
I thought you were on the first step.
Don't move.
Calientico.
Don't move.
Oh, there you go.
Can you record my channel? Not with my phone.
Right underneath it. ¿No te va a quemar esto?
Seguro que yes.
Oh yeah, put that on. Put that rock on me. That's good. That's a nice flat rock. Oh, it's good. It's good right there. Good right there. Oh, yeah. All right, this is the purification of smoke.
First purification is water. Second purification is smoke.
Smoke is from a resin that the ancient Aztecs called copal. We call it tabonuco. It's a resin that comes from a special tree, a tropical tree. Had that for a while. Had it for a while.
Yes, I found some money.
Embroidered.
This is embroidered, right? This is sort of a blend of two
Different suns.
Taíno.
Sun.
Yeah, suns.
Sun images. Yeah. Yes.
So my sons have these.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yes. This is like I told them, this is our clan seal.
Yeah. All right, everybody's being purified with smoke and water. Now we're gonna do the purification prayer.
Yes, purification.
Please extend your hands, palms out. First,
Of course, that's why I brought it.
I want the ocean.
You want the ocean one?
if anybody wants to know, I have another one. It has a cube on it. Taíno tiwakiata, Taíno tiwakiata, Taíno tiwakiata,
Taíno tiwakiwata, 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 Taíno tiwa tiwata. Taíno tiwa tiwata.
Hankatu, great mother, Atabe, the mother that represents the earth, Atabe, the cosmic matriarch. And now we sing to the Lord of energy, the spirit of energy, the Lord of life. It's his cycle that we're celebrating today. He is born in spring equinox, rises to full maturity at summer solstice, then wanes, ages, and dies at fall equinox in the autumn. Then his soul travels back to the womb of his mother for 3 months from September to December. And then today, his soul reaches the womb of Atabe to be reunited there. And then she becomes pregnant and she gestates for the next 3 months. And then he's reborn in the spring. It is that success, that triumph over death, the fact that he has this victory over death that we're celebrating today. And that's why we're going to have the shark dance. During the shark dance, the man that shoots the arrow represents Yokahu, defeating death, defeating challenge. The shark represents challenge. And so that's what we're going to be doing today. So Yokahu, Lord of Life, here's your song. Taíno tibo matungu kia baba today token. Taíno tibo matungu. Wakia baba today toka, Taíno tibo matungu. Wakia baba today toka, Taíno tibo matungu. Wakia baba today toka, Taíno tibo matungu. Wakia baba today toka. Yokahuba wa mahora koti, Wakia baba today toka. Yokahuba wa mahora koti, Wakia baba today toka. Taíno tibo matungu. Wakia baba today toka, Taíno tibo matungu. Wakia baba tureto, Yokahuba wa ora koti. Wakia baba tureto, Yokahuba wa ora koti. Wakia baba tureto, Taíno tibo matungu. Wakia baba tureto, Taíno tibo matungu. Wakia baba tureto.
The next portion of our celebration, the men separate from the women.
We got to do a whole cigar. We got to smoke tobacco.
Yeah, none of that CBD tobacco either.
You're not eating
And I'm
what?
sitting there, they're talking all the medicinal purposes and I'm sitting there, I'm standing and I'm going, I'm like, so many people.
Oh, no, come on. Let's keep an open mind. Thank you, brother. Okay, so I'm going to actually sanctify this over the smoke, but I'm going to give it to Abahike so that he can do the actual prayer with the cigar.
Well,
Yes.
one of the things we were discussing was the difference between doing it with a cigar and with a pipe.
Yeah.
Because there is some of us who carry pipes, there is a awakening of the pipe. That's an extra step. And some of the other bakers will say, no, it's just the same thing, it's the same thing.
That's good to know. We don't have a pipe today, do we? No. Okay, so we'll do it with cigar. Because there's no awakening to be done. Yeah, I already did that, so you can just go ahead and light it. Oh, I put your lighter in your box. I'm sorry. That's why you're there.
Sorry. Machiana, whether Guanajo, moving to innocence, puts that knowledge to work. This is a place of the spirits where we go beyond prejudice and preconceptions.
Oh, the open mind. Melodía, chévere.
To the west, Oromo, where the Mukaro comes with us. This is the place of the spirits that allow us to look deep inside ourselves in our visions and in our dreams and understand what those things bring to us. This is what brings us our internal medicine, our internal teachings.
Right. Introspection.
Introspection.
Piccolo.
The wisdom came from experience of the things that
La cuna.
west, actually. East of Ohio. This is the place of illumination. After going through the cycle for this year, season, this is where all the gifts of innocence, introspection, and experience come and bring us illumination.
Arranca tú.
Our mother. May we always feel the sacred pulse beneath our feet. May we always remember the nurturing aspect that is needed. Each one of us have gotten here in our life because someone has cared for us. Let's never forget that. Lord, give us life, represent us as our brother and as our father. You represent the life force that's moving in us, which I like to call consciousness.
When this cigar comes to you, and it will go all the way around, you have the option of either smoking it and saying your prayers through the smoke that comes out of your mouth, either out loud or quietly. You can do it privately. Or instead, you can just hold it respectfully in your hand and pray through the smoke that comes out of the cigar. You have that option. I have opted to smoke it. My prayer is this. First, thanksgiving for another completion of another year. This year has been full of happenings. It's been a very busy year. I've had the opportunity to travel to Boriquén for important events there. Then later on, my own country where I was born, Cuba, more recently in November. And then now I have this great fortune to be again in ceremony with my brothers and sisters here, who I love so much, all of the people of Miami and the South Florida area, and even the West Florida area. Tomorrow I'm going to be with my brothers and sisters in Central Florida and Orlando for another solstice ceremony. For this I say thank you, spirits. Thank you, ancestors, for giving me the life, the energy to be able to participate in this. And after that Thanksgiving, I want to pray for all of my brothers and sisters that are here. They're all my relatives. I've got blood relative here, but all of you are my relatives. I want to pray that you have a wonderful next year, that you all accomplish all the things that you choose to accomplish, that you want to get done, and many, many blessings to you all. I'm going to do that.
Smoking, that's it.
Can I do a little explanation before we split up?
Go ahead.
Thank you. So the next part of the ceremony is the part that actually addresses the solstice itself. First, we're going to have what we call the shark dance, which is it's a dramatized battle between the spirit of life, Yokahu, who is represented by one man, and the spirit of challenge, Wakar, who is represented by the Behike. The Behike will actually hold an effigy of a shark in his arm, and in the other hand, he's going to wield a hatchet, a manaya, which is the weapon of Lord Wakar, the Lord of Trials. You know, some people perceive Wakar as, oh, that's the demon, that's the devil, that's the evil. Wakar is not evil. Wakar, we don't believe in a devil in Taíno tradition. Wakar is a teacher. He's a rough teacher. He's not a nice teacher, but he teaches us by, it's when you make that mistake, when you mess up, and you're really doing something really bad, and then you pay the consequences of your action. You get hit over the head, but then you learn not to do it again next time. The next time, you're going to do it right. So you won't get hit over the head the same way that you got before. That's Wakar. So Wakar is the Lord of Challenge. It is in the process of learning that we defeat Wakar. It's in the process of growing, maturing, that we defeat Wakar. We become stronger. We become wiser. So that moment when the Lord when the Lord of Life shoots that arrow into Wakar and kills the shark, that's the moment where we learn from our mistakes and we become wiser people. That's what this battle is about. It's not a battle between good and evil. It's more a battle between life and challenge. So we need to hold that in our hands, in our minds. So the men are going to separate from the women now, and our Behika is going to choose a guy to be Yokahu, the Lord of Life. It should be somebody that has some experience of pulling a bow and arrow, because you're going to be shooting a shark. So, give it back to you.
One of the things that I also like to say on the Guacar is consider it like tripping over stones. You know, in life, in your daily routine, you know, the Creator has the ability to put these cunning SOBs in front of us, okay, that hits our triggers. Then all of a sudden, you know, we brood over, why did they do this? How could they? Next time I'll do this. Next time, and then our energy just runs off with the stories of coulda, shoulda, woulda. Okay, but if we don't look at what triggered that, if we don't look at how we reacted to that, again, Wakar is going to come by in another cycle, hitting us even harder until we make that realization of that lesson. And that's another aspect of Wakar. All right?
So should we separate now?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
So if the ladies could please face in that direction, because you're going to be our witnesses, and we guys are going to go over there. You can choose the guy to be, you got to choose a lady to be on the bay too.
Okay. All right. She's not gonna relax.
That's right.
So,
She's a mom.
okay.
You can be on the bay.
You're drafted. We'll put this one on.
I need to go to
represent Atabe.
You have to tie it?
Yep. Tied around your mom's neck.
That's dangerous.
It is?
Not like that.
Well, I am tying it around your neck. I'll save it to play. Like this. How's that? Okay? It matches too. Then you Good. Okay? And so, let us. How would you like to do it this year?
I would consider it an honor.
Okay,
You're
good.
not going to break this one. It's PVC pipe.
You say that now.
Okay. So, come,
Okay.
gentlemen. You got the rope, or shall I use mine? You got this.
I got the ropes. I got all the ropes. All right, gentlemen, please make a circle.
Yeah.
Right over here. Around him.
Sorry.
He's gonna be in the middle.
Yep.
Everybody around him. Okay, for this dance, you can stop recording.